Hey guys, Bree here and welcome to day 14 of OctoberFast. So today we're talking about the burden of your destiny. And so many times a lot of us can find out or kind of get an inkling about what the burden of our destiny is or what we're put on this earth for by the way that it makes our heart feel. How does your heart react to that? I know the burden of my destiny, man, it would just make me physically cry whenever I would see this thing, or I would come across this thing, or I would end up in the middle regarding this thing. But I was like, Lord, there's nothing that I can do about this. And so I kind of just put it away because that's how much it hurt me to think about it. And so that's what a lot of us have done, because one, it's not like we don't want to do anything about it, but it's like we can't. We physically don't have the means to help in that way, to get to that location or that country and to do what we want to do, right? But we have to always keep in mind that the Lord will put us there at the appointed time. Whenever, because I speak about, and we'll have to do a video about this, but for every junction in your life, there's an appointed time. There's an appointed time already set for you to get married, for you to begin this job, for you to end this job, for you to have children, for you to meet this friend. Like, it's all written in the books of heaven. There is an appointed time for it. So though we may feel the burden early, if it's not that appointed time for that thing, that's just knowledge for us to maybe start to prepare ourselves for what our calling is going to be. And when that appointed time comes, one, the Lord won't let you miss it. He's going to make sure He's giving you signs so that you know, hey, now is the appointed time for that thing to begin. And if it's not, He's going to be directing you otherwise. I think the whole thing is to allow yourself to be led by the Lord, so that way you know you are on mark with your appointed times, whenever that may be. And so the burden of your destiny is supposed to be a burden to you, but it may not be a burden to somebody else. So if the Lord has called you to help abused women, for example, and your heart just cries every time you see that or every time you hear about it, and you know something has to be done, you might have a friend or coworker who's just like, yeah, that's so sad, right? And they move on about their day. It's because it's not their burden. It's not their destiny's call, right? So it's not for us to be offended by that or anything. That's just not their call. Their call may be to help save the abused animals, or their call may be to, rescue XYZ from, whatever it may be, zoo animals, or, it's just not what your destiny is. So they're not going to cry like you cry about that certain thing, right? And so that's another indicator of what your call may be. I know for me, like I said, every call that the Lord has revealed to me, it's something that I get very emotional about. And so if you don't know what your call is, sit with the Lord today. And I want that to be your sole focus. Dedicate your mind and your heart to that. Lord, what is my call? What am I here on this earth for? And a lot of us have many calls, right? But allow the Lord to help you get started, because many of us, we just go to that we go to that 9 to 5 based on the dollar amount. We sit in there for X amount of years. We get a retirement or pension or whatever. And then we go buy that house, and then we die, and we leave everything to, whoever we're going to leave it to. But that is not the life the Lord wants us to live. That's the life that society says that we should live to be, normal. But as we are set apart, we're not normal anyways. And so I want you to find out, Lord, am I supposed to be working a 9 to 5? Am I supposed to be out saving this or rescuing this, or being a missionary, or being a pastor, or I don't know, being a fashion designer, being an artist, right? It's not always about the dollar amount. It's about the fulfillment of God's kingdom, because wherever He places you, you're put in places that other people, that those pastors, that those ministers, that those can't reach, right? Those ones wrapped up and caught up in religion can't reach, because the minute you head that way with the direction that many people do. I remember when I was just learning the Lord for myself, and I started going to just various like Bible study groups and things like that. My wall would immediately go up when they're like, hey, you need to stop doing this. They were like, you can't wear that outfit, or you can't do this. You need to cover your head, and you need to stop doing this. You need to come to church on these days. My wall immediately went up, and that's what happened. So a lot of the times the Lord is taking individuals that are not confined to the church to reach everybody that He needs to reach, because at the end of the day, it's about souls, right? It is about souls. That's point blank period. And so he's going to put you in certain places to reach the places that other people in him can't reach. And so I want you to sit with the Lord today and find out what your calling is today, and just really sit in it. The Lord will reveal to you when it is the appointed time to step into that calling, but that doesn't mean that you can't begin to familiarize or educate yourself about that thing. And so I love you. We're almost done. Happy day 14. I'll see you tomorrow on day 15.